Now, there's a lot of old buildings and interesting architecture in southwest New Brunswick, but none that I find more fascinating than the covered bridge. This is Maxwell's Crossing. It was built in 1910. It's 116 years old. But hold on to your hats, because we have at least 6 more to visit today, and one very special one.
Your destination is on the left.
These timbers are so old, and it looks like there's a lot of old dates in here as well. And I found one 49, 67, 85. I assume they're years.
Although remote, it's easily accessible. Flume Ridge, a skeleton of timber and iron that's been holding its breath over the north branch of the McAdavid River for over a century. In a world of glass and steel, there's something deeply unapologetically honest about a bridge that refuses to go away. In 1938, the rest of the world was looking at a future of cold concrete, but here they were still trusting spruce. The McCann Bridge is a beautiful anomaly, 86 feet of stubborn New Brunswick grit spanning the Diggity Wash. It doesn't ask for your attention, it stands there doing exactly what it was built to do, not long after the rest of the world had forgotten how. There's construction and restoration going on at this bridge at the moment, which is an example of how we are preserving these structures for future generations to enjoy. You find the MaGuire covered bridge where the modern world finally gives up. In 1913, it's a burr truss, a heavy arched spine of old-growth timber spanning the south fork of the McAdavid. It's gray, gnarled, and looks like it grew right out of the riverbank. It doesn't care about your GPS or your schedule. It's a quiet ghost in a corner of the province that time simply decided to leave alone. Dumbarton. 76-foot howe truss holding its ground over the Diggity Wash. I didn't have the luxury of time. The cold was already biting at the skin, and I still had 2 more gems to find before the light died. A quick nod to a century of history, and then back into the wind. 1917, the Canal Bridge. It isn't a museum piece, it's a town square with a roof. While the rest of the world is glued to a screen, the kids here are still hurling themselves into the McAdavid, just like their parents and grandparents did before them. My family, we're on the bank, lines in the water, watching the same summer ritual play out. Some things don't change. In fact, they shouldn't. Just as I'm approaching my final destination of today's adventure, the clouds break and the sun shines.
I'm walking down to a covered bridge that I've definitely been interested in seeing. No longer attached to any roads. Just sitting by itself. Lost to time.
This is the one I was looking for. Mill Pond. It's been cut loose from the grid. No more roads, no more traffic. Just a quiet relic waiting to be found. You step inside and the air changes. It's like an ancient cathedral of timber and shadows. The red roof is rusted into a deep, honest patina, and the gray wood feels like a time capsule. It doesn't lead anywhere anymore. And maybe that's the point. It's not a thoroughfare. It's a destination. From the summer splashes at Canal to the frozen silence of Dumbarton, these covered bridges aren't just crossing water. They're holding on to a piece of us that's getting harder to find. Listen to the rattle of the boards while you can, because once they're gone, they aren't coming back.